Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Foothills Weather Network Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Scotty Powell and with Chief Meteorologist Chris White. I'm going to kind of give you an update of what to expect this weekend and as we look to next week and possibly the Thanksgiving holiday. I know it's actually been a little dry around here. We've not seen a lot of rain the past few days, and that's something that's changed. Chris, it was a warm day, but there in the afternoon we saw the wind pick up and a cold front move through.
It sure did. Let's go right over to the temperatures and take a look at those now, Scotty. The temperature trend is down probably 5 or 6 degrees from our last 24 hours period that we went through. 62 currently in Morganton and 59 there in Hickory. 64 in Cleveland County and Shelby, and 61 over in Charlotte, 59 over in Asheville. But you go over to the east, and you can tell the cold front hasn't moved through there. Still a couple 70s showing up. And Scotty, if we take it over and show you the dew points, you can really see where that cold front sits.
Yeah, you can see dew point 27 there in Asheville, 28 up in Boone in the Ashe County area, 39 to 40 here in the Morganton and Hickory area, 50 around Charlotte. But as you look out to the eastern part, it's still warm and sultry out there with dew points in the low to mid 60s. And as that front moves through the Greensboro area and Raleigh area out of the coastway, we'll see those dew points come down as well. One thing that this cold front has done is brought us some gusty winds. And in fact, the National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory for the northwestern parts of Burke and Caldwell, McDowell County, and that's in effect from noon today till 6 a.m. on Saturday, Chris, and we could see some wind gusts anywhere between 40 to 50 mile per hour, and those high peaks of the mountains could see up to 55 mile per hour wind gusts. And Chris, the thing that worries me is we could see some isolated trees come down and power lines just because of the weather we've had the past couple of weeks.
Certainly could. And Scotty, there's that wind advisory that's posted until 6 a.m. For 40 and 50 mile per hour winds. It actually runs to 6 a.m. Saturday, not just through Friday. So Friday, as the peak heating of the day, the sun will come out and start to warm up. We'll get some mixing around the area there. And of course, that's going to mean some high winds, especially for those ridge tops. So yes, Scotty, I already highlighted. We are looking at the chance for some isolated power outages, especially in the high country.
Yeah, Chris, so as we look into the weekend, we're finally going to see a weekend that there's no rain in the forecast, no mentions of rain or anything. It's the first weekend in about 6 weekends that we've had a completely dry weekend. So, Chris, a good weekend to actually get out there and enjoy it, albeit it's going to be a little chilly around here.
It is going to get a little chilly, and I really think, Scotty, those areas of like Cleveland, Gaston, and Lincoln counties that's not seen the frost and freezes yet are going to get there. And here's our low temperatures as you look out ahead. This is Sunday morning. Let me point a couple of these out if you can't make them out. It's 27 and 28 in the high country, 29 down to Asheville. Coming to Rutherford County, you're at 31 around Cleveland County, 34 there around Gaston. But Lincoln, you go just north of Gaston County and Lincolnton, 31 degrees. So you're going to be right on that dividing line of seeing that frost and freeze. And this is just a model data. We think it can actually get a little cooler because what's happening, Scotty, is the high pressure is going to move east and it's going to center right over our area, especially going into Sunday night and Monday morning.
Yeah, we're going to see that high pressure parked over us, clear skies at night, and not a lot of wind. Normally allows for maximum cooling, so I do believe that we're going to see a lot of low 30 to upper 20 degree readings in the foothills and Piedmonts, and maybe some of the mountain locations, mid-20s, those isolated higher peaks could see that. So definitely going to be cold, but that cold's not sticking around as we move into the midweek days. We're going to see a significant warm-up. I believe this is for Wednesday, right at 1 o'clock. You can see those temperatures in Catawba County and Lincoln County, Cleveland County, mid-60s to low 70s. And as we go into the Thursday time frame, Chris, we could see some warmer temperatures.
That's right, Scotty. And here's our Thursday temperatures. They're mid-60s, mid-70s, Probably a little warmer than this actually, but you can see, Scotty, as we start to march forward with time, look what's coming east.
Yeah, you can see 72 there, 71. But if you look just across the mountains, that's going to be the time for a cold front to move through, Chris. And looks like at this moment, it's probably going to be one of the strongest fronts we've seen so far this fall season.
It certainly may, Scotty, and taking you out and looking at the precip, it lines up really well with where those temperatures are going to be falling quickly at. And you can see this band of showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two even, especially with its enhancements over the southern southwest mountains there in North Carolina. That's going to move east. Now, it's way too early to know if we're going to have severe weather with this or not, but it is a very strong cold front that's going to move through the area. One thing that may hinder the severe weather is a lot of that energy, like this past week's storm, yesterday's, goes right up through the Midwest and into Canada and becomes really a clipper system as it starts to move east.
Yeah, so we're likely to see some more cooler temperatures and gustier winds as we go into the Thursday and Friday time period of next week. But Chris, we also watch this front. It goes off the Atlantic coastline, but then it kind of sets there, and then it retrogrades back through the early weekend hours, as we could see another narrow band of rain come in. This is Saturday at 1 o'clock, and as you can see there, rain happening from central Georgia up to the upstate of South Carolina into the central part of North Carolina. So, Chris, we could see that rain move back into the area. You know, we couldn't have two dry weekends in a row.
Just wouldn't happen. It wouldn't be right, would it? I mean, we barely have one. So, going into the week, let's sum it up right quick for the viewers. It looks like a cold front here for this weekend. It does bring drier weather to the period, but Scotty, going into next week, that unsettled weather pattern returns to the area.
Yeah, some warm air, some rain coming into the area, and then as we look long term, it looks like maybe the roles kind of flip as we go into December with some much colder temperatures coming into the area. So stay tuned for that, as it's hard to believe we enter Thanksgiving and then the start of winter. Meteorological winter starts December 1st.
It starts December 1st, just right around the corner, folks. And if you don't have our app, be sure to download that. You can get that through our handy dandy website at foothillsweathernetwork.com.
Yep.
Be sure to go there and check it out and download the app. And we'll shoot you notifications when severe weather breaks out across the region.
Yeah, it's a free app. Download it, use it. You'll see our 7-day forecast, which will be updated here shortly. So we'll wrap it up here. Meteorologist Scotty Powell with Chief Meteorologist Chris White. Have a great week.